We launched our new department today with a writer's block event. It's just been a really, really lovely, wholesome evening. It's been run by artists, for artists, and has felt like a really nice way to celebrate all the new things we've got going on here at the Hippodrome.
Writer's block is a scratch night for artists to test ideas in their earliest forms. And it just feels like in Birmingham in particular, there's a real lack of space for artists in general sometimes, but especially for artists in their very earliest stages of development. We're really grateful to Hippodrome for giving us the space to do it.
It felt very engaged and very responsive, and people felt really open to whatever was thrown at them, which is kind of the essence of writer's block, so it felt nice.
Fun, enlightened, like creatively refreshing and just firing, so it's like just being around other writers and creatives, it's just fueled me like, yeah. It's important so that we can feel a unity, that we can feel united, that we don't feel isolated. There's others that can understand our language as a creative. I've been to a lot of creative events, but I've never been to any like this where there's feedback. It was like, wow, it was relaxed in a sense, like this is needed more.
It's nice to have a non-pressured space to just share something. Sophia describes it as like group chat vibes. Is this good? Is this a good idea? Is it not? But also just to talk about some of the themes. So yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was great, really friendly, and just an opportunity to immerse yourself, watch something and get your own brain ticking, which is quite good.
I think it's just the most interesting thing. It's great to have that trust, someone give you that trust with their new stuff. Yeah, the differences in all three were crazy. I mean, to get 20, 30 people in a room to be interested in your work, yeah, I mean, that was just nice to see from being at the front.
I think spaces like this are important because even though we're in a creative industry, it can actually be quite stifling. So I think to have a place where actually we can play and we can just, you know, dream big in a way without thinking of funding bids or dramaturg's going to tell me this or the theatre wants this, but actually a room of, I guess, like critical friends really, of people that also are interested in writing and want to see you progress.
I really hope that Writer's Block can be a place where we can grow a community of writers, artists. It can be a really varied space, a kind of multidisciplinary space. I don't want it to feel prescriptive to one type of writer. Maybe it's an artist that wouldn't really call themselves a writer, but is sort of interested in the stage. Hopefully it can just be very open and generative, and we can just continue to grow a supportive community to hold that.
We really want the Hippodrome to be a welcoming and supportive place that's open to artists, theatre creatives in the West Midlands. That's really supported by our two new spaces. So we hope that people will come through, see this as a home, as a base. And we've got 2 opportunities that are live now, but many, many, many more to come. So it's a really exciting time for artists to be at the Hippodrome.